life. Life is made to change, and change for good, and even better, in the right direction. Changing destinies happens when we find things and put in a right perspective. Most importantly, when we have a right relationship with the Creator. Changing life and changing destinies is not in our hand, which cannot be done with our efforts. But we need God's hand to make it happen. Today I'm here not to share my success story, but I'm here to share His story of how God changed young people's destinies. I'm Gihuka, serving as a missionary to Cambodia for the last 16 years. I landed in Phnom Penh in the mid of 2007. I started working with a group of very promising young people. We opened up 2 homes, one for women and one for men, to host them as they continue their studies in the city. Without this home, without this hall, their future looks bleak because they didn't have any place to stay in the city to continue their studies. Not only their studies was in jeopardy, but knowing that these young people from the rural areas have not known Jesus as their personal Savior. It was a journey full of challenges and uphill. But it's a beautiful story because it is His story. I was blessed to be part of it. This evening, I want to share 2 wonderful stories of the many stories that I have as I serve the Lord. First, Rathana, a very hardworking, a very focused young man. He was raised by his single mom, who is a farmer, living far away in the rural province of Cambodia. After he completed his high school, he was looking for a university. That's when he came to Phnom Penh. But he had no place to stay. His uncle offered him a place where he was asked to work in a bar which his uncle opened. And Rathana took that offer. He went up and stayed with his uncle in the first year. Rathana said he was very tired. He could not focus on his studies. He would go to school in the morning. After the class, he would come, keep aside his book, and help his uncle run the bar until the midnight. Not surprisingly, he failed in the first year. Through one of his friends, he came to the dormitory. He was very hardworking. I would tell Rathana, stop studying, take rest. He would continuously study. Today, he is a lawyer. He helps in all the legal matters that we have to go through. And he also chairs the NGO that we opened. It's a prayer that our works that we have done, that these young people will continue. Second story I want to share about Sovanns. A very young man, gentleman, came to our hall in his first year. One morning as I was walking, I saw this old man building a house. He would come up and talk to me and say, "Can my son stay in your dormitory?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Next morning, I saw a young man standing at the door with a gunny bag. with his books and clothes inside. And he was Sovann. As he came to the hall, he told me, "Teacher, I will not be able to eat lunch at home. In our hall, we pay $1 for a day meal. 50 cents for lunch, 50 cents for the dinner." And he said he will not be able to pay that 50 cents because he will be busy in the school. I said, "Sure, if you are busy in the school, go ahead." Later on, we found out that he was not busy in the school. Rather, he didn't have that 50 cents for his lunch. There are so many people who talks about what to eat next, what is on the table tomorrow. But here, young men, willing to strive, looking to find his future with hunger. Today, Sovann is an engineer and he runs a construction company. He builds the beautiful campsite of our NGO, where many young people come and have a camp in a campsite. I purposely did not put picture on the wall so that you can come and be part of us. Most of the students whom we came across have become leaders in the society. Some missionaries, some doctors, some engineers, some bankers, some government officials, businessmen, and most importantly, they found the person that they needed to know, Jesus, in their life. Today, as we worship on Sunday, we see them coming to the church with their families. How beautiful. With a wife and husband, listening to be obedient to God, and the children attending the Sunday school. It's a joy to see them finding their place in the society, building their life and family, getting a job, and most importantly, the joy comes from knowing that they have loved, accepted Jesus, and following Jesus with their family. It's a joy when we can share our life, our faith, our insight honestly to the people and direct them to the right direction. The smiles they give, the transformed life they live are so heartwarming. There are still so many Rathanas and Sovanns around the world. The world needs you and me to venture out, meeting the needs, loving, caring, and changing the destinies of the young people. May we take steps as we enjoy the privileges and share responsibility in God's global mission. Thank you.